Hello guys and welcome back. So, it's I think the 1st of July today. So June's over with. First day of July's looking somewhat decent. There is a slight breeze, but weather's been all right. Not much has really happened. But there's not much to do. But this one's gonna sort of be a discussion mainly about future sort of plans on the farm. Obviously now the weather's been good, I've been able to do a lot more stuff, like to sort of change bits of the farm and stuff, if you know what I mean. But it's nothing sort of massive like a new shed or anything. Just sort of small little things. But yeah, so far we got a wall on the trailer. Can't remember if I showed you that. Horse box has been moved there. Not much. I don't know whether to keep this grass or put a bit of gravel, but sort of keep grass sort of along the wall, if you know what I mean. But currently I'm not running out of space, so we'll be fine. The wheat is about 90% done, I'd say. So we'll see how. We'll see how that goes. Still need a combine. I do have the money for one. It's just finding one, really. Because obviously I've made money off jobs and stuff and selling stuff and whatever, and the money I already had. Lawnmowers sort of abandoned there. Used the push mower there just to sort of clear up this bit. But yeah, so one thing I've sort of, I guess, upgraded or changed is this here. So I've made a sort of path, I guess, down to here. Now, it probably would be best if I used a bit of this to sort of turn around to go wide, to go into the cows, because I don't want to keep on going on the road and using this gate to get to there and whatever. Yeah, it's a bit awkward because you have to sort of go on this grass bit here to get round to the gate, because the gate opens this way. But it still works. But obviously I want to keep this bit of garden because I don't have much grass and it's not particularly flat, especially not over here. These two trees, I was thinking of maybe getting rid of them, but they're not really in the way, and it's just nice to have them here, I suppose. Especially this one with like the sort of path that was here when I moved here. See, I've not really tested it out because I only did it the other day. But if we quickly run up to the cows, need to order a bit more food as I don't have any food currently. This is the current feed mixer. I would like to get a different one, either a bigger or a smaller one. It's just, I don't really like it. I don't know why. It's the only one the dealership had, and it's not particularly, well, I think it's a bit big, I don't know, but I'm planning on maybe getting some more cows in the future, so I'm probably going to need a bigger one, but it's the only one they had, so I kind of had to deal with it. Yeah, so also with this field, obviously you see this house here, well the house isn't there, but this building here, this is actually their field. So from that telegraph pole to, where is it? From that telegraph pole directly up to this hedge, so about here, is theirs. That way. Everything this way is mine. They wanted to get rid of it, but they wanted to keep that bit because you can see they got bees there. I can walk over there because, I mean, with neighbours and they're not going to be bothered. But they've got bees here. I don't want to be stung, so I'm just going to try and avoid them. But you see the beehives there. So they wanted this bit of the field because obviously they've got the beehives. And obviously they got a track here ready for the, well, for anything really, for when they use this field. But they wanted to get rid of the rest of the field because they're not using it. Hence why I ended up buying it. So the price was knocked off a bit because obviously they still wanted that section there. But the whole rest of this field is mine. So I was thinking, obviously I don't know if I'm going to do this, but I was potentially thinking of maybe having this as the sort of silage sort of field instead of the cows field, because I would like to get a flatter field because this is just not flat, and I've had experience before where I've had tractors sort of try and struggle to get up hills to get to the cows, so I'm thinking maybe if I could try and find another field flatter. I've been thinking of getting another field, whether that be for the cows or for silage. Because I can't just always rely on the contractors to do it. But obviously I need I want a trail forger. I wouldn't get a forge harvester, and I'd have a side trailer. Even if I get a size trailer, and I end up doing it for the like the contractors end up doing a job, and I cart some of the silage away for myself or whatever, or I get the contractors in to sort of lift it for me, and I put it in the pit. But yeah, I don't need a big trailer, and it will get there when it comes to it. I was thinking of this field. Obviously, I can have a look at it, because I know the farmer. But like you can sort of see, it's kind of hilly, and I mean he's got corn on this, so he'll be doing maize soon, so it won't particularly be flat either. I mean, not many fields around this area are flat, hence why the cows are mainly kept in the shed. I would like to have them out in the field, sort of full time during the summer, because I do let them out during the day. I just bring them in at sort of night, but I've got no flat fields, and if I were to get a flat field it'd have to be far away, and I'd kind of like it near the farm, but then I don't want to spend money landscaping it to make it flat. Like if it's already flat then that would be perfect, but yeah, so we'll have to see if a field comes up, but this field's too big anyway. That sort of would be flat, but obviously as you can see there's a massive pond there, so it wouldn't really work. Because I think that's always been a pond, but yeah, here is sort of apparently is what the field level would have been, is what I've been told when I first moved here. So it's somewhat flat, but there's not really a gate to this. There is, but it's not really for this. It's part of the track that leads to the fields over there. and it's not for this. And obviously this is a pond and owned by someone, so I can't just, you know, fill in the pond, because this is my water source for the animals. So, and then you've got the field here, but it's again not flat. Would it be a bad sized field? I suppose. I mean, it's got a big enough gateway that I could sort of swing round, but you know, it's also one of them where it's not fenced off, so I don't know where the boundary is. Cause, you know, there's all these trees and what have you. But this field obviously leads, well, as you can see, to this. But the field we were just in, let me go back. Gonna have to go under. It's not used by the farmer. He doesn't use it anymore. So maybe I could buy this as a size field. But currently I'm after a combine, so I can do that myself. So I'll start speaking to the dealership about it and see if they've got anything or can get me something, even if I end up borrowing it. So yeah, sorry there's not too much going on. Hopefully there will be in the next one. But yeah, that's it for this one. Bye for now.